man. But
I got you.
This is
I understand.
You know.
We just while they're getting you guys out of handcuffs.
Hold up. I stated to the officers that arrested me that had their Glocks out.
Yeah.
On January 7th, 2022, film director Ryan Coogler walked into a Bank of America branch in Atlanta, Georgia, to take $12,000 in cash out of his own checking account. He was wearing a hat, sunglasses, and a face mask. This was still the height of the pandemic. Wanting privacy for a large withdrawal, he handed the teller a note written on the back of his withdrawal slip, asking that the money be counted discreetly somewhere else. He also gave his ID and debit card and entered the correct PIN. But the teller was uneasy about the exchange, talked it over with her manager, and called 911, reporting what she believed was a robbery in progress. Welcome to Badge Done Right, where we spotlight law enforcement done right. If you're new here, hit subscribe and join us. Now let's get into the story.
Hey, how you doing, sir? Just hang tight right there. I'm gonna talk to you for.
Just one sec, bro.
Say what?
Just one sec. Can somebody take my glasses off my face?
Take the glasses
panic
off?
attack, bro.
I got you. You need some air?
I mean, I gotta be honest with you, man. I just can't believe this, man. Is that my family's baby nurse? Did y'all have her detained right now?
Who?
The baby nurse, the Filipino woman that was in the back seat. Did y'all have her detained right now?
Yes, she's being detained.
All right. Can you? Did the officers explain what's going on while we're out here?
Not really, man.
All right. So we got a call based.
I heard somebody ask me if I passed the note.
Yeah.
This might have been one of these.
So basically, we got a call, and from what we got the call, it seemed like someone was trying to rob the bank. Something about you passing a note to the teller, something to that effect. Can you just tell me what's going on? Or?
Yeah, bro.
This is the hinge of the entire case. Sergeant Fernandez later explained that Coogler was detained because of that 911 call, a call that made it sound like a robbery. And here's the key legal point. Whether officers had reasonable suspicion to detain him does not depend on everything that truly happened at the counter. It depends on what the officers were actually told. In the landmark 1968 case, Terry versus Ohio, the Supreme Court set an objective test. Would the facts available to the officer at that moment lead a reasonably cautious person to believe the action was appropriate? Courts also let officers act on the collective knowledge relayed through dispatch, and even on a reasonable mistake of fact. In Hyen versus North Carolina, the court used a now famous example. An officer stops a car for riding alone in a carpool lane, then finds two children asleep in the back seat. The driver broke no law, but the officer didn't violate the Fourth Amendment either. So here's the uncomfortable truth. If dispatch told these officers robbery in progress and left out the note, the ID, and the debit card, a court could well find they had reasonable suspicion to detain Coogler, even though he'd done absolutely nothing wrong.
It's a medical assistant that works in my house that prefers to be paid in cash. Every time I make a withdrawal to pay her, you know, because it's a large amount, she works a lot.
Yeah.
You know, if I don't write down on a note how much I went out, and then I don't want it ran through the money counter right there at the desk, the whole bank ends up looking at me because they just hearing money going through the account, and I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe getting money out like that. So every time I go to withdraw it, you know, I put the amount, the account I want to take it out of, and I put my own card in. And then they usually take. I mean, I always just get the money from them. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
I don't understand.
So you make well. That's like I said. That's the reason why we're out here, and that's the reason why we detained everybody, because we didn't know exactly what was going on. So you make
but
these.
I mean, I gotta be honest with you, man. Y'all never asked me what was going on. So
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, we in those situations. In a situation.
You know what I'm saying?
Where's the ID? In this pocket?
In a.
Is the ID in this pocket?
Just hang tight. How?
One sec, bro.
Sir. So the reason that we don't.
Officer. Just give me a sec, man.
I got you. Go ahead.
Do you need to get some first aid? You need to take the mask off for a second to get some first aid?
Okay. I got a 5-month-old baby at home, bro. I don't want to take my mask off, bro.
Yeah, I understand.
I'm just trying to manage my emotions right now.
I understand.
You know
I understand. So, like I was about to tell you, the reason we don't come out and unfortunately the seriousness of the call doesn't allow us to.
Officer, let me ask you a question, sir.
Yes, sir.
You're talking to me right now, and I'm cuffed in the back of the car.
Yeah.
My teamster driver's cuffed.
Yeah.
I'm imagine in the back of the car.
Yeah.
And my baby nurse that takes care of my baby is cuffed in the back of the car.
Yeah.
Is there any reason we can't have this conversation once you get these cuffs off everybody? And we,
Yeah.
And we back to being treated like standing members of society? Is there any reason for that, bro?
Yeah, that's fine. We'll go ahead and get you out of the handcuffs. And
I'd love to have this conversation with you, man. But
I got
this
you.
This is
I understand.
you know.
We just while they're getting you guys out of handcuffs.
Hold up. I stated to the officers that arrested me that had their Glocks out.
Yeah.
That I was pulling money out of my own account.
I understand.
I put my own bank card in there before the lady went in the back. You know what I'm saying?
So we have to confirm that. You gotta understand. We don't come out because of the seriousness of the call. We don't just come out, and unfortunately, in a situation like that, you don't get the benefit of the doubt. We detain and then we ask questions later. That's exactly what I went inside for. You can take them out. The other people that are handcuffed.
Hand me that number.
So that's why we come out with weapons. That's why you're detained, and then we ask questions later because of the nature of the call. So.
The officers handcuffed Coogler almost immediately, pointing to the serious nature of the call. Did that cross the line from a brief stop into a full arrest, which requires the higher standard of probable cause? Not automatically. The 11th Circuit, which covers Georgia, has held that handcuffing during a Terry stop can be reasonable when officer safety is a genuine concern. In United States v. Acosta, the court explained that drawing a weapon, using handcuffs, or placing someone in a patrol car does not by itself turn a stop into an arrest. Restraint is only one factor. Courts also weigh the purpose of the detention, how diligently police investigated, and how intrusive and how long it was. So whether cuffing Coogler before asking him a single question was reasonable comes back to the same question: what did the officers actually know? If they'd been handed the full picture from that counter, cuffing first and investigating second would be a much harder thing to defend.
Say it again, sir.
It's nothing for me to say, man. Like I gotta get all y'all names.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's not a problem.
Y'all got cards.
No, we don't have cards, but if you got something to write on, do you have anything?
I'm not reaching into nothing, grabbing nothing with y'all.
No,
So y'all can give me something to write down on, and y'all can put it down.
All right,
So we can give you some paper.
we'll get you something that give you everybody's names on it.
From the card that you can
I'm
write.
not reaching in there, bro. Like y'all just came and get. Ryan had guns drawn on me in a while, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get my own money out of my own account. You know what I mean? Like I gotta. I don't know if she ever had.
She can. They can have a seat in the car. Yeah, she can go back. Oh, you have the keys, though? Okay, you can give her the keys.
It's a major problem, man. And the officers that was arresting me, I was trying to communicate that with. You know what I mean? I got. Y'all reaching for my badge. I got my ID hanging on my hip.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? It's hanging on my hip.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like it's not. I gave him my bank card. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like
Do you understand where we're coming from?
Do you understand that we didn't just show up here and draw guns on you? We showed up because the call came in.
I understand.
Yeah.
That somebody fucked up.
Yeah.
That's all I know. Right now, you know what I'm saying? I know I'm out here trying to make a movie. You know what I'm saying? In Atlanta. You know what I mean? I didn't have to write letters to Stacey Abrams for the whole internet to understand why I'm here. You know what I'm saying? My work is employing 1,000 people here. You feel me? I'm trying to take care of some personal business. And I get 2 hammers from.
Hey, y'all do me a favor and write down all our names and put it on a paper form. He don't have nothing to write on.
Okay.
Just put all of us.
I've had guns drawn, taking money off my own account. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, do me a favor. Do me a favor. Just step out. Y'all do me a favor. Just step out. Yeah, appreciate it.
It's a problem. I need everybody.
They're writing all our names down.
You know what I'm saying? And I need to find out who made that call in there.
Yeah.
You know what I
It came
mean?
from the bank.
I need to find out who made the
That's
call.
fine. That's fine. You have all right to do so.
Yeah, I got.
But I just want you to understand what my sergeant advised you on the nature of the call. That's all I need you to understand.
Have you ever considered speaking to them before you make a transaction like that? Have you ever had something like this happen?
Have I ever been arrested?
No.
No.
Wait, what?
Listen to what he said.
Have you ever?
No, I am listening.
Okay. Have you ever considered speaking to them about what it is you're trying to do prior to doing?
So can I explain something to you?
Yeah.
I went to CVS out here the other day to get a vaccine. I came outside and smelled like smoke in the parking lot. You understand what I'm saying? I was getting a vaccine.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to out here, bro. Like, I'm not saying out loud how much money I'm taking.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not talking about speaking to somebody like that. I'm saying, hey, can I speak to a manager in an office somewhere? Have you ever considered doing something like that?
Consider it now that y'all I'm
Yeah.
not trying to take money out. But up to this point, at every Bank of America I ever gone to, never happened.
Gotcha.
You understand what I'm saying?
I understand.
So y'all explaining y'all perspective, right?
Yeah.
Y'all the ones with guns and vests.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? What's my perspective? What's my perspective?
I know you
At the bank, she never said it was a bro.
Yeah.
I said, hey, is that gonna be okay with you? She said, yeah. I put my own card in, put my own pin in. She asked to see my ID. I gave it to her.
Yeah.
And she goes in the back, and I'm waiting for the and then the people keep coming out. Hey, they taking care of you. They taking care of you. Everything's it's taking a little while. Next thing I hear.
Yeah.
I hear Glocks getting pulled out. That's what I hear. I hear Glocks getting pulled out from unholstering. Hey, sir, can I talk to you for a minute? You understand what I'm saying? So you see my perspective.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
From Coogler's point of view, it was simple. He'd done nothing wrong, and the officers hadn't personally seen anything suspicious before detaining him. But courts have held that a tip alone can justify a stop, if it's reliable enough. In Navarrete versus California, a 911 caller reported being run off the road, and the Supreme Court said that was enough to stop the vehicle on suspicion of drunk driving, noting that reasonable suspicion doesn't have to rule out every innocent explanation. Here's the catch, though. In Florida versus JL, the court drew a firm line. A tip has to be reliable in its claim that a crime is actually happening, not just accurate about what a person looks like. And that's the whole problem here. The teller described Coogler accurately, but nothing she reported actually described a crime. Passing a note asking for a discrete count, showing ID, entering the correct PIN, none of that is a robbery. So if the officers had been told everything, there's a strong argument the call alone shouldn't have justified detaining him in the first place.
So, I mean,
How many officers you got on there?
it's not, man. I mean,
Yeah, there's 5 of us out here.
So it's,
Can you give him the case number regarding the incident? That way
What's the case number? Say it again, sir.
No one's withholding anything. Wow. Do we have any more of their property? Give them all their property. No one's withholding anything from you. No one's.
Can I just?
Go ahead, take your time.
Lundy, can you give me a case number?
Y'all are withholding shit from me though, right now. Right?
What are we withholding?
So I call Atlanta and I say, hey, Officer Fernandez. That?
Yeah, that would be me.
I got first initials on your names, right?
Yeah.
Why they not on here?
I'm gonna give you a case number.
Why they not on here? Let's put the first initials on here, like y'all got on y'all jackets.
That's why we're giving you the case number, dude. Calm down.
You telling me to calm down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
Officer.
We're giving you a case number that identifies every single person that was on here.
Officer,
We've got cameras. Excuse me?
I don't know how case numbers work.
Okay.
Yeah, like
I got you.
I just know you got a very common last name.
Fernandez?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm gonna call the office. I'm gonna call Metro Atlanta and say Officer Fernandez, and they probably got more than one.
I got you.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
You feel me? And you telling me
You got
about
everybody?
withholding?
6699.
All
All right, well, we're going to give you everything that's associated with this call.
Thank
Everyone's recording. There's no question about what happened. All right? Put the case number on that same one. Yeah. So the teller said that you weren't speaking to her, and and I'm just telling you what she said.
She got. Look, man. She got scared when a black dude handed her a note. You know
Yeah, I
what I'm
mean,
saying? I don't know what else to say to that.
Yeah, I don't know what to say to that either. I mean,
so I wasn't speaking to her. Hey, bro, I asked her if she could do that for me, right?
Yeah.
And she said, what it come? I said, it's my checking. My ID. She said, I said, yeah, give her my ID. You know what I'm saying? I was talking to her the whole time, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if she was scared,
Yeah.
she gotta admit that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
You know, like,
I agree.
And that's fine, bro. But
Once the officers heard Coogler out and confirmed his identity, it was over fast. They gave him their names, their badge numbers, and a case number, took off the handcuffs, and released him, along with 2 colleagues who had been waiting in a car outside. Coogler was never charged. As the police report itself put it, he was never in the wrong. He later said publicly that the situation should never have happened, but that Bank of America worked with him, addressed it to his satisfaction, and that he had moved on. The bank apologized, and the case became a national conversation. The Knock and others criticized the bank, describing it as the racial profiling of a black customer trying to withdraw his own money. It would be easy to make this a story about villains, but watch it closely and there aren't any. There's a chain of ordinary decisions, and only one link in it actually failed. A teller followed a procedure. Dispatch passed along a robbery call, and the officers, working only with what they'd been handed, responded to what sounded like a crime in progress. That's the quiet lesson here. An officer is only ever as good as the information they're given. And these officers, once they finally had the full picture, did exactly what you'd want them to do. They listened, they verified, they gave their names and badge numbers without being pushed. And the moment the facts were clear, the cuffs came off. The failure in this story didn't happen in that parking lot. It happened at the counter, before police were ever called, when a man doing something completely legal was read as a threat. Good policing couldn't have stopped that call from coming in, but good policing is exactly what kept a bad call from turning into a bad outcome. That's the difference between a badge that's just worn and a badge that's actually earned, and it's why this one is remembered as a misunderstanding instead of something worse. That's the story out of Atlanta, proof that good policing isn't the exception, it's a choice officers make every single day. Subscribe, stay sharp, and remember, accountability works both ways. I'll see you in the next story.